Good morning, team. In this video, I want to brief about the project charter that we are going to develop. So these are the important components. These are the list of important components that constitutes a project charter. Considering the project that is allocated to you, you are supposed to work on developing this project charter. Okay. If you are not aware of what project you are doing, please cross-check in your mail. You might have received an Excel sheet that consists of different projects that are allocated on your mail. There are a couple of important components that are to be written as a part of completing the project charter. First, you try to evaluate what is the project that is allocated to you. Try to understand. Try to create a nice scenario where the organization that you have chosen, that you have selected, might have some problems, and those problems should be solved. And the title that is allocated is the solution for your project. Okay, so based on that, you can complete your work. Okay, if you don't assume those things, it is highly difficult for you to complete your work. So for this one, first, we will be creating project scope. So which speaks about the activities, the work packages that are completed as a part of completing the project. Next one is project requirements. The project will have different types of requirements. So you are supposed to discuss about technical requirements and the expectations that organization have because of implementation of the project. Next one. Next, it is business needs. The need for the organization's business need for which we are going to implement the project, that should be discussed here. Next, early estimation and forecasted cost. So we need to estimate total costs that could incur because of initiating the project and working on the project. It might include two types of resources, hardware resources and software resources. And in addition to that, material and human resource costs should be identified. Need not to classify them too much. Like you can straight away give different type of resources that will be included, and estimated cost and total budget of your work should be calculated and discussed. Okay, so we are supposed to discuss the total estimated cost. What is the total estimated cost and why it is important to maintain that maintain all your activities within that estimated cost. Next, identify important roles and responsibilities that are associated with the project. So create a table of that contains different roles that might be engaged with the project. For example, a computer scientist, maybe a software engineer, network manager, test manager. Okay, the software engineers and hardware engineers, like this. There will be a lot of people who might be engaged with your project, who might be implementing your work, who might be helping you to complete the work, and who are users of your application, who might be helping you to create some kind of suggestions, or might be investing in your project. Like this, you are supposed to create different people that might be associated with your project. And the next one is you are supposed to create a communication plan where you will be discussing about how a communication will be established between different people that are engaged in the work. For example, maybe every day in the morning, they might be conducting minutes of meeting. Maybe weekly, for the purpose of weekly progress discussion, we might be conducting weekly meetings. Maybe monthly meetings to discuss about monthly progress. Milestone related meetings. When a milestone is completed or when a milestone is initiated, maybe in the process they might be discussing about what are the milestones that are achieved and what important things that happen during those milestones. And stakeholder meetings where the project manager will be explaining the progress of the project and present status of project to the stakeholders that are associated with the project. Next, high-level resource plan. it will be identifying what are the different types of resources that are required and how many numbers are required. Maybe for example, if you take software engineer, how many software engineers are required? If you take hardware related information, you should mention some kind of computers, how many computers are required, how many servers are required, in that way. So you will be identifying total resources that are required for completing your project. And finally, the risk indicators. So the project risk should be discussed here. It should be a table, and it should discuss what is the risk, and you are supposed to explain what kind of risk it is. Then you will be discussing about priority of happening of the risk. Okay, these things will be discussed in detail. Maybe like you have total 8 sections to finish, and maximum for each section, maximum you will be writing 100 words. Okay, that is the explanation about the project chapter. And if you have any questions, please call me. Thank you.